Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am so happy to be here with you tonight. This is Jennifer with Creativity. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am here tonight to do some crafting with you. I'm going to give everybody a moment to jump on. It takes a few minutes for it to pop up on your feeds, as well as I am going to pull up my desktop so I will be able to see as I am going along any comments that come through. I hope everyone has had a wonderful Sunday, as I have had a blessed day. Actually, I've had a blessed weekend. I have spent my entire weekend upstairs in my studio. So, and it does look it. Oh, my studio is a hot mess. But I have had a lot of fun crafting, getting some classes together, getting classes that I owe some customers ready to go out, as well as I am getting ready to go next week to Raleigh, North Carolina for a Stampin' Up! Convention, and I am so excited about going. And I have been working on my card swaps that I've got to do for that, as well as I signed up for a scrapbook swap. So that is going to be new for me, and I am excited about that. All right. Give everybody just a few more minutes. As you have seen on my Facebook page, I have posted the monthly calendar. It is very, very full. Got lots going on, so I hope you're able to come and join me. I will be having some special events. The one for the customers that placed orders from January and February and did the celebration celebrate. I will be notifying you guys this week, letting you know that you did get in and you qualified for a spot. So be on the lookout for that, as well as my team. I will be notifying you guys tomorrow for that as well. And then fast turnaround, because I've had to change my schedule around just a little bit for March, because I will be gone from March the 12th through March 16th for the Stampin' Up! Convention. I had to change up my classes. I did not cancel any class. I have just moved it around. So fast turnaround, sip and kit class. That is my monthly card kit night day, where you come and craft one of our kits that we are featuring. I sent the registration out yesterday for that. So if you are not on my email list and want to join my email list, so you will get that. And then the deadline to register is Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I think I did Wednesday. Yes, I did Wednesday at noon. So you don't have the 2-week turnaround time like you normally do. So this is a fast turnaround. So if you want to be in on the March Sip and Kit class, make sure you get registered for that. Also got Creativity Club going on. I am working on the projects now. Should know by Tuesday the product that we will be using for that, so you can add on your stamp set if you choose to do that as well. And then I will also share the projects with you. All right, guys, it is time to get busy and turn over and get crafting. I am ready to craft. I hope everybody had a wonderful celebration 2 months. I hope you have enjoyed working and playing with your projects that you have purchased, and the stamp sets that you got for free. I am going to miss the little seagull guys. I really have enjoyed playing with that bundle. But celebration is over, but don't think that time to relax, because we got lots of fun things coming up. All right. Hello, Aunt Virginia. We are just going to get started. I'm going to move you around and get set up. I am tonight going to old school. This, I was thinking, where I'm at in Lexington, South Carolina, we have had like 80-degree weather days. So I am like spring fevering tremendously. So I started thinking, what kind of cards could we make for spring? And this paper jumped out at me. It is called the Perennial Lavender. It is 12 by 12. These are the fronts and backs that you can see, as well as these are the colors of the cardstock that coordinates with our designer paper. This is also coming out of our catalog, which is our annual catalog. So I went back old school and went back to our original catalog. And you can find the description of this on page 107. And here is a sample of them using the paper, and the die set is used in this one as well. So on page 107 is the designer series paper, and it's up at the top. It is called Perennial Lavender if you're interested in that. So right now we have the two catalogs. We have our annual catalog and we have our mini catalog going on, as well as all of our online exclusives. We have tons of online exclusives. And as of March the 4th, we will have brand new product being released. So don't miss out. All right, so guys, this is my free with a purchase class. So the way this works is if you place a $35 minimum order using the link in this video, you are going to get all of the projects from tonight for free. So I'm going to move this out of the way so I can share the projects that we're going to do tonight. I actually have 3 projects. Like I said, I have played in my craft room all weekend, so I have been able to get things together. But we have 3 projects today. So this is project 1. Hello, Miss Brenda. Uh-oh. I thought that felt different. Let me put that back in there so we're not losing it. So there is project 1. Here is project 2. And then we have a project 3. And this is called, this is a Fun Fold Latch card. Fun Fold Latch. So here we go. And then it opens up like this. So, it is a fun fold. Okay, so these are the 3 cards. If you place a minimum of a $35 order between now and Friday, you will get the supplies to make all these 3 projects. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So the first one we're going to do is this one here. I am using our basic beige and our pretty peacock along with our basic white. And then I have, what are these little things called? They are called paper butterfly accents. And then you get them and they're like this. And you can punch them out. And then you can color them, or you can leave them white. That is totally up to you. And you get a bunch of them, and they're going in different directions. And then you've got some that's like this. And then you have, I don't want to tear it, so give me 1 second. And then you have some that is like it's flying. So there are all sorts of sizes and styles. But all of this you can find on my website. You just click on the link that's in this video and it'll take you directly to our shopping cart. All right, so it is time to get started. So I am using basic beige as my card base, and the measurements for this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. I'm going to take my bone folder and run across there to give it that good crisp fold there. I have a piece of basic white that is 5 1/4 by 4. And we are going to just attach it to the inside of the card. And I did not stamp it with anything because these types of cards can be used for all sorts of messages. So at the time that I get ready to send it out, then I will put something on the inside. So we're going to put our base of white in there, and then we're going to put this down. Then I've cut a piece of our, hello Kathy. Then I've cut a piece of our designer series paper that is cut 5 1/4 by 4 1/8. And this is going to go on top of our card base after we do our sentiment. So we're going to put a sentiment there, and then I've got this one that's going to go here, but we need to stamp on here before we do anything else. Oh, that's the one thing I did not tell you. The stamp set that I am using is the Simply Said stamp set. It is nothing but the sentiments, and it just worked great for this card today. The dies that I used for this layout was the Greeting of the Season dies. And I used, let me pull it out. I used these two right here. And these are called Greeting of the Season. Yes, they were very popular during our Christmas season, but they work great for this tonight. So that is what we are going to go with tonight. So I am going to use the Thinking of You sentiment here. And we're going to take our block and we're going to get our stamp set. I need to get my piercing pad real quick. All right. Anytime you use our clear photopolymer stamps, it is great to have a piercing mat or a foam under it to give it a better compression. So when you put your stamp down, you get a better image. I am using Pretty Peacock ink. So we're going to just tap it, and then we're going to stamp. All right, there's that. Now we are going to do one other thing while we have our ink pad open, so we may as well go ahead and do it now. I'm going to take one of our butterflies. Let's see. Let's take this one. And I am fixing to have a visitor. Hold on 1 second. Hurry up, I'm on my Facebook. My grandson's been gone all weekend, so he come to tell me hello. Hey, baby. I'll be down in a minute, okay? All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that, but he's been out of town all weekend. Mama had to drag him to a volleyball tournament, and so he's just coming back into me. Had to get that hug. All right, I have got to get a piece of scrap paper real quick. All right, I'm going to take my blending brush, and I didn't want to do that on my pad there, so I've got just a piece of scrap paper. We're going to take our blending brush, which is right here. We're going to dab it into our Pretty Peacock ink. And then I'm going to rub off. I'm going to take this and I'm going to run it just in the center of my butterfly. Now, if you want it dark, then you can make it dark. The more you rub off before you rub on, the lighter it'll go. So I am happy with that. So that is all we're going to do with our butterfly. Okay. Now we're ready to go ahead and close up our ink pad so we don't get this everywhere. because that is so easy to do. So I'm going to put my tape adhesive on. Oops. I'm going to put my tape adhesive on the back side, and I am going to layer that right on. You know what? I did this earlier today when I did my sample. Let me get this off. So what I want to do is I want to put it on this one, and then I want to stick this directly onto my designer paper, kind of in the center. Then what I want to do is take my Pretty Peacock and gold ribbon, and I done used so much of this that I am almost out. So hopefully I am going to have enough to do this. If not, we'll figure out another way. All right, so I'm going to wrap it around my designer paper. And on this end over here, we are going to tie a bow. And be careful with pulling it tight, because you will cut through your designer paper if you're not careful. How do I know that? Just asked. So you probably already figured. I know that because I've done that. That is why I'm giving you heads up. Be careful how tight you pull it, because it will cut through the designer paper. And then we're going to just tie a bow right there. And now we're going to make it a little smaller. So you're going to play with your bow here, and you're going to make it however big you want it. And then you will cut, you're going to take your snips then, and you go cut the leftover. And then we're going to trim this up just there. Oh, that is so pretty. All right, now we're ready to take our sentiment and stick on top of that. There we go. And I did that earlier when I made my sample. I was like, don't do that in the video. And what did I do? I did that in the video. But that's okay. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and take our brushed brass butterflies. And I have no idea where my pick tools are. Let me see. There's one. I'm like, being in the craft room was great, but today when I come back up from church and started doing some stuff, I was losing 90% of everything. So we're going to take one of the big ones, and we're going to cover that little hole there so you don't see that. And then we're going to put a little baby butterfly right under it. So we're going to put those there. Now we are ready to take this and put this on the base of our card now. It is ready. And I'm going to just put, you can put however much adhesive on yours as you want. And I do run it across my ribbon on the back side just to give it that extra support. And then we're going to get this put on as straight as possible. Okay. Then we have our butterfly that we have need to put on. So I'm going to fold our butterfly just a little bit. And then we are ready to put our adhesive on the back of it. I am going to use our green glue. But if you have glue dots, that would be great. Well, I think I'm going to use our green glue. Hold on. Let's see. It acts like it's clogged up, but I know it's not. So, let's see if I can get it out. It's almost, there we go. It's almost empty. I thought maybe I done hit my luck on it. And I'm not going to put a whole lot. You just need that little bit for it to sit right there. And then you can leave these up a little bit. Just like that. All right, so there is card number 1. Okay, so we're going to move this out of the way, and we'll bring it back out in a few seconds. We're going to move on over now to card number 2, which is this one here. And again, I am using the basic white. I'm at the basic beige cardstock, as well as the basic beige ribbon for this one. And then, of course, our designer series paper is in the backgrounds. And my label that I've already cut out is coming from the parental parental postage dies, and I use these quite a bit, so they're not in any kind of order here, but let's see if I can do this really quick so you can see the difference in my dies here. Get these out of the way. All right, so we got this one goes here, and then this one, hold on. This is why, there we go. Put this one here. I thought I was missing one, but there we go. Now we gotcha. All right. This one goes here. Here we go. Now, there we go. That way you can see what they actually look like. And then this one's going to go here. So there are the actual dies that go with this. Oh, look at there. We got 2 more. They were trying to sneak away. So we're going to put that one there. And then put that in there. And then we got this one to go in there. There we go. There's the whole set. And this is the parental postage dies. And they are also in our annual catalog. But the ordering code for them are 162607 if you are interested in the dies. All right. But that I used to cut out that. And then the circle here, I used our 2 3/8 circle punch. So we'll do that. We can go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and punch out a circle out of the basic beige. Okay. And that way you've got that. Now, for this card, we are using, let's see, did I write the measurements out? No, I did not. Okay, so same thing. Card base is going to be 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. The inside is basic white. It is 5 1/4 by 4. And just so you know, that is pretty much our standard size for our cards. So, if I by chance don't ever say the base measurements, that is pretty much our base we pretty much do the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this and use the bone folder to crease it. And then I have my designer series paper. And we can go ahead, and this is the back side of this paper. It is just beautiful paper. But I am going to use the other side, the gingham side. So I'm going to go ahead and put my tape adhesive down. And then we're going to put this right in the middle here. Okay. And then we've got our little strips. These are going to be, what did I do? Inches. They are 1 inch by 2 3/4. So 1 inch by 2 3/4. And then you're going to just take them and put them on here, however you want to put them. There is no certain order. And then we're going to put it just like this. Oh, I got these two backwards if I'm going to make it kind of like my sample. And then we're going to run our tape adhesive on the back. And then we'll be ready to put them down. So we're going to put, I'm going to just run one strip of adhesive right in the center. I see I messed up. All right, we're going to have to figure this out. So we're going to put that one there. And then I'm going to kind of angle that. And like I said, this is however you choose to do yours. But I am going to angle mine this time. All right. We got to take this up. I was supposed to, let's see, put the basic beige ribbon. Okay, good. We're only going to lift this up halfway. We are supposed to put the basic beige ribbon around our designer paper before we glued it down. But it's okay. We're going to do this. There is always a way to fix it. So the ribbon that I'm using, it is our basic beige ribbon. And we are going to just turn this little thing into a beautiful bow. And if you can't do a bow, tie a knot. That is perfectly fine. Bows are a challenge. I sometimes can do them, and then sometimes it's just not going to happen. So let's see if it works this time. And I have found if I don't talk while I'm tying a bow, it goes by faster. There we go. Now, let's, again, you're going to make this as, whoops. Oh, man. I had the perfect bow tied, and then I pulled it all the way. All right, let's see if I can do this again. And again, remember, pressure on your bows because it will tear your designer paper. All right. Let's see if we can do this again. All right, here we go. I really wish my bow would go sideways. All right, guys, we're going to let it ride. Right or wrong. Let's cut our little tails. All right. So, might still play with that just a little bit. Let's see if I can trim this a little more. All right. Perfect. Okay. That is good, good, good. All right, now we are ready to take our circle and put down. So we're going to take our adhesive and we're going to not stick it to the table, but we're going to stick it to our card. All right. We are going to stick it right onto our card base. We are going to take our Gorgeous Grape ink pad and we are going to stamp "Thank You" on our card. Yep, that works. And then let me get my pad here and we're going to stamp "Thank You" right onto here. Okay. And for this, we are going to use dimensionals. And because I am all about using my dimensionals, I am actually going to be using my outside of the dimensionals because my little container is almost out. And I like to get every ounce that I can out of my dimensionals. So we're going to take these and we're going to pull the backs off of here. And then we are going to stick this right onto our circle. Just like that. And then we are going to take these purple fine shims. And I'll show you what a full pack looks like because I have really been using mine. Let me get this open for us. So these are our gems that we're going to be using. These are the Gorgeous Grape and I'm not sure what the other color is. Let's see. It has to be Gorgeous Grape and Highlander Heather because those are our two purples. So those are our gems. So let's take, and we're going to put 2 of them on here. We're going to take one of the big ones, and then we're going to take one of the small ones and put on the card base. Uh-oh. Like, stay. It didn't want to leave the pick tool. All right, so there's card number 2. Let's close up our ink pad so we do not get this everywhere. All right, so remember, this is a free with purchase class, minimum of a $35 order, and you will get all of the cards that we are making tonight. And I will pull them back out at the very end if you joined in late so you can see what we have done so far. We're on our last card for tonight, and this is the Fun Fold Latch card, and it opens like this. So, and then it will actually stand up. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. But it stands up, and it is a Fun Fold card. And I just wrote on here, "Missing You." And then the inside, of course, is blank. So you can do this one however you choose to do it. Okay? This one, I am using our Gorgeous Grape as our card base. And this one is a little different with the measurements. So let me go ahead and read those out to you. Let me get all my little pieces here. Okay, so for this one, again, I am using Gorgeous Grape. And this time our card base is 5.5 by 11. So 5.5 by 11. It is scored at 1.5, it is scored at 1 11/16, 3 3/8. Then it's scored at 7 5/8. And then the last one is 9 5/16. Yeah, so this one's got some of the funky measurements. So let me read that again. The card base is 5.5 by 11. It is scored at 1 11/16, 3 3/8. And then it is scored at 7 5/8. And then 9 5/16. So that is the card base. And then we are going to have a gorgeous grape that is 2.5 by 3 1/4. And then you're going to have a piece of the Highlander Heather, which is 2 1/4 by 3. And then scrap basic white so you can cut your label out with the die. And then also you are going to cut the inside for the basic white. And that is going to be 4 5 1/4. And then you're going to have 2 pieces of designer series paper. So the first one is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And then you're going to have a strip that is 1 7/16 by 5 1/4. All right. And then you need a piece of scrap basic white for your sentiment. All right, guys. I know that was a lot of measurements, but I just wanted to go ahead and get them all out so we can assemble the card. And then if you tried to make the card, you can go back and pause the video and all of that. But if you place the order, remember you get all the cards and this will be ready for you. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold your sides in according to your score lines. So for this, I'm going to fold it in, take my bone folder, and I'm going to rub it against the score line, giving it that good crease. Now this one, I want to fold it backwards to give it that fun fold look. So we're going to fold it down just like that. All right, so on this one, you're going to fold it the exact same way. So you're going to fold it in on the first score line. And then you're going to fold it back for your second fold line. Okay. With me so far, guys? All right, so the inside I left is a blank because missing you, there can be several reasons why you're missing. So I left it blank, and that way you can use whatever sentiment for the inside at the time that you go to send your card. So I'm going to just put the basic white directly down in there. Now, on the outside of our fold, we are going to put our one strip on the outside. So let's go ahead and put our adhesive down for that. And we're going to put it directly onto our card here. Okay? And that way, when it folds, you've got that. Now, you're probably saying, well, Jennifer, there's a big gap there. Okay, just hold on. Give me a minute. Be patient with me. So we're going to take our designer series paper, and you only want to put it on just enough to cover that strip. You do not want to put the adhesive on the entire back side because then it will not work. So I'm going to just run 2 strips down that side. And I'm going to close it up because you want it to cover just as if it was a card. And that way, it covers your entire sentiment and everything that is on the inside. And then when you open it up, there is your fun fold. And it's called a latch because when it opens like this, it don't go any further. All right? Now we are ready for our sentiment. So we're going to take our gorgeous grape. We're going to attach our Highlander Heather cardstock to the gorgeous grape. And then we are going to take one of our little butterflies and we are going to put as a little butterfly on here. Let's see what kind of butterfly we're going to use tonight. Let's see. So many choices. I think I want to do this one. Let's see. Yep, I want to do that one tonight. So let's move this over. And let's get all the little butterflies out the way. I need to bring in my scrap paper again because this time we are going to color our butterfly with the gorgeous grape ink pad. So let me get that opened. And then we're going to dab it off. And we're going to kind of color the whole thing. And because I want this part to be a little darker, perfect. Okay. Now we're going to close this up because I will be the first to get it everywhere. Trust me. All right, so let's try our green glue one more time and see if we can get green glue to come out. Oh, look at there, it's coming. And this one, I am going to kind of put it more around because it's okay, because it's going to be down and it'll be fine. All right, so we're going to stick it on just like that. Now, we're going to take our piece here and do our sentiment. And for this, I did Missing You. And I took the gorgeous grape ink. And I am going to put it directly onto here. I'm going to stamp Missing You. Let me get this closed up. And then we're going to kind of taper this off because you don't want it very long. And then we're going to do a banner. There. And we're going to flag it. There we go. And then this, we're going to go ahead, since I got the green glue, we'll just put a green glue dot blob on the back. And then this is going to go right up under our butterfly wing. Okay, then we are going to take our basic beige ribbon. Oh, you know what? We can actually take our pretty peacock, since we've got a piece of scrap, and all we're going to do is tie a knot in it. I think I'm going to like this. I used on the sample, I used basic beige, but I think I'm going to go with pretty peacock. I just love these colors. And we're going to just tie a knot, and then we're going to snip it. Okay, and because I am out of, well, where did it go? I am out of glue dots. I am actually going to be using tearing tape, but if you have glue dots, that is what normally we would use, but I don't have any glue dots, so we're going to use tearing tape, and it'll work. All right, worked on my samples, so hopefully I'm going to just squeeze it on there really good, and then I'm going to peel this off, and then this kind of goes directly onto the card. Now, if you don't want your butterfly covered up that much, go ahead and cut your tail a little more, because I want the ribbon not to cover my butterfly. All right, now we're ready to put our adhesive on the back of this. And you actually could use dimensionals for this instead of the adhesive. And then we're going to put this straight on the center of our card base. All right, so that is our Fun Fold Latch card. And it opens just like that. It is so pretty. So this is the one we just did. And then this is the sample. And there's the difference with the ribbons. I really like it with that pretty peacock on there. I think that really changes. And then, yes, the butterflies are going in different directions. I use 2 different types of butterflies. Oh, I see. I also used the basic white. And there it is. Okay, so there we go. We got it different. We got it with the white and one without the white. I just noticed that. Oh, well, I'm not going to try to tear that butterfly up because that will totally mess the card up. All right, so let's go back over our cards for tonight. There is our cards. So we made 3 cards. I'm going to leave them all 4 up so you can see them. But these 2 are the same. The only thing different is I changed the ribbon. But these are the sample cards that we made tonight. So I hope you enjoyed them. I enjoyed playing this weekend and putting our projects together. And this is my free with a purchase class. So a minimum of a $35 order. And you will get, I'm going to say, you will get these 3 cards for you to make along with the instructions to make them. And then you always have the video to go back and review. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed. I will be back live on Wednesday morning at 6:15 a.m. So I hope to see you then. And if you have any questions in the meantime, please reach out to me. And don't forget, Sip with the Sipping Kit class registration ends this Wednesday at 12 p.m. if you would like to attend. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you. Thank you.